How to live from your I am when you are feeling triggered. Hello beautiful soul, welcome back to my channel. This is Priya, your manifestation coach, and in this video I'm going to shine some light on how to remain living from your I am when you are feeling triggered. But first, if you would like to get coached by me, you can get access to any of my offerings by simply clicking the link below in the description box. Okay, let's get back to this video. How to live from your I am when you are feeling triggered. Now, this video is in response to some of the questions that I was getting from you guys, where you're asking me, Priya, how do I live from I am when my 3D is triggering me, when I am feeling very emotional, when I'm seeing the opposite in the 3D, or when I'm being triggered by memory? How do I remain in my I am when this is happening? So today I want to share with you how I personally do this. So first, I want to remind you of some basics, which is your I am. And we need to remember that your I am simply means that you are not your thoughts, you are not your emotions, and you are not your identity. Who you are beyond all of this is I am. You are all that is. You are God of your reality. You are infinite intelligence. You are a fractal of the divine. You are source energy. That is who you truly are beyond your emotions, thoughts, and identity. And how do you know when you are living from your I am? You are there when you are living from a place of presence, from a place of observation. That's how you know you are living in your I am. Now, let's talk about how to use this when you are feeling triggered. It doesn't matter what you're feeling triggered about. It doesn't matter if the 3D is showing you the opposite and you're feeling very emotionally triggered, or if there's a memory that comes up and therefore you're feeling emotionally triggered. Either way, let's say that you are feeling very emotionally triggered right now. How do you remain in your I am? So I want to share with you an experience that I had quite recently, where in the 3D I had to have this experience that was required, and it was very, very triggering. So the first time when I had the experience, I remember being very, very triggered for about an hour, meaning I was emotionally crying, my body was even shaking. Now, as this was going on, I did not invalidate my emotions. I did not suppress them. I did not try to push them away. In fact, I did the opposite. I allowed them to be there, and I observed them through presence, meaning I did not identify with the emotion, although I was feeling it. And although my body was actually shaking at some point, I remained in my I am. I allowed it to be there. I did not push it away. I did not try to avoid it. I completely allowed it to be there. But I witnessed it and observed it through the lens of my I am, meaning through presence. And so the first time I had that experience, I would say it took me about an hour before I was able to come back to my center. But again, I didn't judge myself. I didn't make myself wrong. And most importantly, I didn't give it the meaning that I wasn't getting my manifestation, right? I was like, this is just sensation passing through my body. I felt everything and I allowed it to be there. And then about after an hour, I came back to my center, meaning back to inner peace. Now, I had to have this experience 3 more times. Again, it was something that was required in the 3D, but it was always like triggering me, bringing things up for me. And you know, there was, when I was triggered, there's like stories coming up, and then there's emotions, and there was so much. So the second time it happened, I remember doing exactly the same thing. I was triggered, crying, but this time round, it only took me 30 minutes to come back to inner peace. So again, when the trigger was going on, I observed it through I am. I didn't identify with it. I allowed it to be there. I felt all of it. But again, I wasn't giving it a negative meaning. I wasn't pushing it away. I wasn't invalidating it. I was simply remaining anchored in my I am whilst I was crying, right? I just wasn't identifying with it. Now, the third time I had this experience, this time around, it took me 10 minutes to get back to a place of inner peace. And then the fourth time I had this experience, I didn't even flinch, right? It was like the most normal thing ever. Now, the reason why I share this with you is because for me personally, I had to work through this trigger a few more times and work with myself as it kept coming up a few more times before I was finally just unmoved and not triggered by it. And the way that I did this was by remaining anchored in my I am, even when my body was shaking, even when I was crying. I remained anchored and rooted in my I am. Right? I went back to witness consciousness. I went back to presence-based identity. I allowed it to be there. I did not push it away. And on that note, I still got my manifestation because what was unfolding was something that was part of my bridge of events that would lead to my manifestation. And I had a lot of collective beliefs being thrown at me. And anytime people would throw at me the collective beliefs, I just wouldn't take it on. I would remain in my end and know that it's done, regardless of what collective beliefs were being projected onto me and regardless of the fact that I was triggered, right? So my message to you is that you can be triggered, you can feel your triggers, all of that is valid. It does not mean that you're not going to get your manifestation. Actually, the true practice, the highest practice of spirituality is when you are triggered in those moments. How do you show up for yourself? Like, that's the moment when it counts. Are you going to remain rooted in your I am, meaning let the emotions be there, let the thoughts be there, just don't identify with it. And if you need to do this over and over again, then so be it, right? Like in my case, it took about like 4 rounds before I was finally just not triggered by it at all. And throughout the process, no matter what, I knew my end was done. I wasn't going to deviate from that. And so all I had to do was just respond to the triggers in real time as they were happening in the 3D by remaining rooted and anchored in my I am. And so what I invite you to practice today is to really be compassionate with yourself first and foremost when you're triggered. Do not give your triggers negative meaning and say, because I'm triggered now it means there's something wrong with me and I'm not getting my manifestation. That's absolutely not true. The work is to remain anchored and rooted in your I am. Even if you're crying, even if you're feeling shit, even if you're spiraling, you can still remain anchored and rooted in your I am by not identifying with the thought or with the emotion. You can be feeling it. The thoughts can be doing this 100 miles an hour, and all you do is you remain centered. That's just a thought. That's not who I am. That's just an emotion. That's not who I am. You can be crying, which is what was happening to me, but I still knew I am not my emotions. I kept separation. I stayed in my I am. So this is something very powerful that you can start to practice today, right? It's all about witnessing the emotions, witnessing the thoughts, allowing them to be there. Don't actually push them away. Just don't identify with them. It's so much easier to do that than to have to flip the thought. And something that you absolutely don't want to do is avoid the emotion, bypass the emotion, because that stuff will come up. You just actually want to feel it, release it, and not identify with it, and don't give it a negative meaning. And always give everything the meaning that it is part of the perfect unfolding to your manifestation. So you never give it the meaning, oh, now this means I'm not going to get my manifestation. That is imperative. So when you're triggered, you just got to see it as you're working with yourself to release what no longer belongs to the new version of you. That's all. It's just part of the process. Your manifestation is still done. You can be feeling sad, you can be feeling angry, you can be upset, you can be crying, and still know that your manifestation is done. And in the moments when you are crying, when you are feeling upset, or when you are feeling triggered, allow it to be there. Witness it, observe it. Just don't identify with the emotion. That is the key. So I hope this video has helped shine some light on how to live from your I am when you are experiencing intense triggers or little triggers in the 3D. The most important message here is that you want to practice not identifying with the thoughts and with the emotions. You can feel it, you can think the thoughts, And at the same time, you can remain separate from them. You can observe them and know that's just a thought, that's not who I am. That's just an emotion, that's not who I am. That's just my body, but that's not really who I am. Right? So you really create that separation between all of it and still feel what you need to feel. So I hope this video has helped shine some light on exactly what to do when you are feeling triggered, how to continue to live from I am when you are feeling triggered. And more importantly, I really wanted to shine some light on the fact that even if you are triggered, your manifestation is still done. Still know in your mind that your end is done. Live in the end of knowing it is done and my triggers are just part of the process. And you will see how when you really go all in with this and you're really committed to living from I am, especially when you're triggered, which is actually when it matters the most, you're going to see how very quickly your 3D reality shifts to reflect back to you the fact that you are staying rooted in your I am, that you are operating as all that is. Your 3D reality will reflect back to you your new state of being. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening. Mwah.